few weeks. And I've enjoyed it ever since I called in on the Stephen Hoff episode, episode 3. So to show my appreciation for you guys, instead of drawing fan art, I decided to draw this promotion poster for you guys. I always felt that TAPS would always stand for Totally Awesome Show, because that's exactly what that anime show is to me. I also have Terry Doty's famous tagline for when she introduces every episode, "What's up everyone, it's that anime show." And I also have the guests from the past 6 episodes, and our hosts, Terry Doty and J. Michael Tatum. And we all, over here we had episode 1 with Josh Grell, episode 2 was Joe McDonald, episode 3 was Stephen Hoff, episode 4 was Tia Ballard, which was one of the best episodes ever, and episode 5, Anastasia Muniz, and recently episode 6 was Alexis Tipton. And this Saturday, Micah Solusod, which I'll be tuning in very much for this weekend because he's one of my favorite breakthrough actors of this year from his Soul character from Soul Eater. I actually also want to talk about Alexis Tipton because I actually really did enjoy her episode this past weekend. I actually want to thank Alexis personally for singing Tomorrow from the Full Metal Panic anime. I mean, that was gracefully well done. I really appreciate that you sang that for us. You had talked about the daydream of singing for your anime fans at a convention one day, and that's exactly how you sounded like. That is just a daydream. I hope that comes true, because you sang that beautifully. I cannot thank you enough for doing that for us fans. And I also want to talk about how much, I knew about how you and Leah Clark had some sort of connection, so it was very interesting to know that you had the story behind you and Leah Clark, how she knew you from a whole year after your first audition for One Piece. And I also want to talk about how much I really did appreciate your Miku Vocaloid cosplay, because I really do avoid the Vocaloids that much, and just knowing that you cosplayed as her, as well as all your other cosplay work, is perfectly well done. As for the rest of the episode, the 2 things I want to bring up for you, Tatum and Terry, is Terry, when you talked about, at the very end, how you scared Steven in the booth, just coming on scaring, that was freaking hilarious. You've been hilarious in every episode, from the dollar theater stories to, sexy foods and talking about, I just love, how you talk about all of this stuff. And then I have J. Michael Tatum. I really cannot, just letting you know that was really an interesting story with your Stephen Bloom fanboy story, because I could feel exactly how you did when you met him. I met my first anime voice actor and actress this past November, Trina Nishimura and Johnny Young Bosch, so I felt everything you were describing when you first met him. In the overall, guys, this has been a fantastic show. 6 episodes in, and I tune in every Saturday, and every weekend. It's just a blast. And I thank you all, for working so hard on this. Terry, Tatum, and Stephen Hoff as well, mixing it up for us every weekend. So just letting you guys go, but that anime show is just one of the best things to ever happen. And to close this out, I just want to say that I am Benjamin Oscar, and I love that anime show.